Hey guys, good morning. It's Miss Misty. I'm here in my PJs and I thought I would like to have breakfast with you. I was thinking about our story that we read yesterday about the pig, about Mercy Watson and how she really loved hot buttered toast. Well, it made me think about when I was a kid, some things that my mom and dad would make for me that were kind of toast-like. First of all, I'm going to start off with something that my dad would make. And it was, I don't know what it was called, but basically he would take a piece of bread and cut a hole in the middle and then cook that bread in a pan like this, but he would cook an egg inside of the bread. So I thought maybe we could make that together. I can show you guys, and if you like eggs, then maybe that's something you can make. But if you don't like eggs, then the part that we cut out of the bread, I have another idea for that. But first, I'm going to start off with, I've got some butter in this little bowl. And I'm going to start off with buttering my bread so that we have our hot buttered toast like Mercy Watson likes so very much. I'm not really a huge toast fan usually, but I do like toast with eggs or avocado toast. I really like that. I know some of you like that too. You've told me before. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces of bread buttered. I'm going to go ahead and turn my stovetop on so that's ready when I'm ready to put it in. Okay, and I got out some cookie cutters. Instead of doing, my dad would just do a round hole to put the egg in, which, you know, dads, but I am above and beyond a round hole. So I got out my cookie cutters. I've got a cute little bird. I don't know how well you can see it. I've got this cute little bird. I also found this little heart, but I decided that's far too small. I don't think an egg will fit in that little small hole. So I found this star cookie cutter, you know, because stars. So I'm going to use the bird cookie cutter, and I'm going to cut out the bird shape out of 1 piece of bread. And there, and we know how to do this very well because we practice with Play-Doh all the time at school. So you guys are ready for this part of the project for sure. Okay, so there's my bird that I cut out. I'm going to pop out that piece of bread and save that. I'm going to do something else with that. Okay, now here's the star. I'm going to do the star in this piece of bread. Go. Okay, and there's the star. Okay, I'm going to put that star over here. I'm going to save that star. Now I've got my pan on. It's starting to get warm. I'm going to go ahead and put my bread in to my pan so it can start to toast up on the other side. I'm going to turn my camera around a little bit so you guys can see. Put that in there, let that get a little toasty on one side, and then I'll flip it over and let that buttery side get toasty. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'll show you what I'm going to do with these other pieces. The other pieces, I'm going to make little cinnamon toast shapes. That is something that my mom always made for me, especially if I was ever sick or having maybe a tummy ache. She would make cinnamon toast for me. So in my tiny little bowl right here, I just have a teaspoon of sugar. And I'm going to put in a little bit of cinnamon. It doesn't matter how much. If you like a lot of cinnamon, you can put a lot of cinnamon. If you just want a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to stir that up. And now I've got some brown sugar because now it's cinnamon sugar. And what I'm going to do with that is sprinkle it right on top of my shapes that I cut out because they're all buttery. So the cinnamon sugar is going to stick right to them. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. And that's, my mommy used to make this for me when I was sick. And then you know what? I always make this for Miss Savannah when she is sick. That's always her favorite. Okay, so there's all my toast pieces. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and turn my oven on to toast those. Now, of course, this is something that your mommies or daddies will have to help you with. Okay, I'm going to flip over my bread. One side's nice and toasty. Get the other side nice and toasty. Might need a bigger pan. I think my star is looking a little wonky. Oh, if I turn it this way, it works. There, that's better. Okay, I'm going to get out a pan to put my toasts on. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little pieces of toast onto my pan, but I'm not putting them in quite yet. And they only take a couple of minutes, and I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, finish letting this toast up. You know what? I got this tiny little egg, but I don't think this tiny little egg is gonna fill up my whole star. So I'm gonna put this tiny egg back over here to my egg basket for all my chickens. I'm gonna find a bigger egg. Let's see. These are all tiny eggs. Maybe let me look in my other egg basket. Here we go. Here's a big egg. Okay, now I'm gonna flip my toasts back over. I am ready to put my egg in. Let's see. I'm going to crack my big egg. And I'm gonna drop it right in the hole of my star. And I'll show you guys what it looks like in just a minute. And now I'm gonna crack my small egg. These are the tricky ones that always break on me, because they're so tiny. I'm gonna crack my small egg, and I'm gonna put it right into the hole of my bird toast. Oh, perfect. Filled it right up. Okay. I'll bring the camera over so you guys can see. See how that's looking? I'm gonna let that cook there for just a minute. I'm gonna grab a lid and put on it so it'll get cooked. I don't know if you like eggs. So there's lots of different ways to have eggs. You could have boiled eggs or scrambled eggs or eggs like this, which might be called sunny side up. I like my eggs like this a lot. That's my favorite way. And the middle is runny and delicious. Put that lid on so that'll get cooked. Now, while I'm waiting, maybe I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna grab all of my supplies, my dirty dishes, and toss them in the sink. Okay, I'm back. I flipped over both of my pieces of toast. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my cinnamon toast into the oven. Oh, forgot there was something in there. Now I think my toast is ready. I know that I broke my yolk on one of my eggs, probably on both of them. Oh, that was not too bad. You can see that star on this side. I'll show you guys. Let's see what the other side of my bird one looks like. Okay, here it is. You can see the star that's cut out of the egg, and this is the bird one. It doesn't really look like a bird anymore, but let's see if I turn it over this way. You can kind of see the bird a little bit. Let's see. Ah, yep, you can see it a little bit. So that is my, what should we call it? I believe that we read a book one time about this. About there were frogs and they made toast like this with a hole in it and put an egg in it. I think they called it Frogs on Toast. I believe that's what it was called. So maybe that's what we'll call this, Frogs on Toast. Does anybody remember that book? That was a funny book. So my cinnamon toast is almost done. I'm gonna grab a fork. Of course, my coffee. Let me grab my cinnamon toast. It's all nice and toasted up. Oh yes. My little star shape and my little bird shape. Let's see. There is my shape toast. It's all beautiful. I can't wait to eat it. Maybe I'll grab a banana to go with that and I'll have a great breakfast. I enjoyed having breakfast with you guys. I'm interested to know if anybody tries to make this. And if you make the eggs, I want to know, do you like your eggs runny? Or if you just make cinnamon toast, what kind of shapes you made. Okay? Bye.